Millennium Week 1. Marvel's on a sliding scale. So originally, when Tony Stark got injured and became Iron Man, it was injuries due to the Korean War. But then, because the Korean War was decades ago, and they're trying to keep things relevant, it was a conflict in Afghanistan, right? Even Captain America being trapped in ice, he was trapped in ice in the 40s, but when they revived him, again, it's a sliding scale. So Marvel has a sliding scale, and DC Comics, unfortunately, they have to reboot every so often because they don't quite have the same sliding scale as Marvel. Um, Millennium is about events happening before the year 2000. And yes, it makes me feel old. It makes me feel old when my students refer to The Matrix as a movie happening at the end of the 1900s, or that The Godfather took place towards the end of the 20th century. That kind of stings. Millennium was a comic book that came out every week. And okay, what is Millennium about? All right, we got, things are happening, and the life is happening, so forth and so on. And we find out that there is a collection of people that the Grandmaster craves an audience. So we're finding out that there's a series of people called Manhunters, not to be confused with Martian Manhunter, but these Manhunters are people that are, well, they're trying to find out about a group of people that will be chosen that will bring, I think, humanity, if not the world or something, reality to the next level. So what's happening? Okay, so this is Tom, who is the sidekick of Green Lantern. Now, unfortunately, yeah, I know when you're establishing a series, you want to show things are serious, you kill off somebody. So he gets killed off, and there's such backlash that eventually they undo that. But okay, so here the Guardians come. The Guardians of they're the ones in charge of the Green Lantern Corps. It's like, hey, our oldest foes are coming to get us, who are the Manhunters, and I think they're robots, and they've kind of infiltrated people and teams throughout the years. So in Justice League International, you find out Rocket Red is a Manhunter. I think at one point, might be in this issue, I think they say that Ronald Reagan's wife is a manhunter. So yeah, this is, they beat him up and they throw him on the tarmac, and then a plane kind of runs him over, and he was unalived. But because there was such a backlash for taking out Green Lantern's sidekick, and he was minority, it's like, hey, of course you got to kill the minority. They did bring him back. So okay, Harbinger, that's a whole other thing. But basically, people are coming together to find out that there are going to be a number of people selected, and the heroes of the Earth have to protect these people because they're essential in the next evolution, again, of either humans or humanity or whatever. Yes, so the Guardians are making their plea where it's like, hey, you have to 10 people from this planet will be chosen to propel humanity towards the future. You have to protect these 10 people. So this series is about finding the 10 people and protecting the 10 people, and also learning about how some of the heroes find out that their greatest friends are manhunters, and they're betrayed within their ranks. So they're like, okay, great. One of the people, the 10, is Tara. Tara's no longer around. Like, oh, okay, well, we gotta find somebody else. So they send them out, and then Superman's like, wait, let's do this. And he rallies people, and they're off to find them. But then we find out who the Manhunters are, right? So yeah, so here, Justice League International, Rocket Red's like, hey, I want to tell you something. Firestorm has, I think, someone that works with Professor Stein. Yeah, Ferguson, he's a Manhunter. People start to reveal, oh my God, these Manhunters are everywhere. And the Manhunters let the heroes know, like, hey, you know what? Actually, the Guardians weren't honest with you. There's this whole other thing that you should know about. And it was pretty impressive that they released an issue every single week. The one time that was done by Marvel, where I think it was War Machine. They were releasing an issue every week, but it was in black and white. That's a hard thing to do. There were, for those that remember Ultimates, there was something like a delay of over a year between the second to last issue and the last issue of the first Ultimate series, which makes no sense whatsoever. Millennium was fun. Again, it was about gathering the 10 people before the end of the millennium, before 2000. So this was 20 something years ago, but DC's been rebooted a number of times to reset the timeline, and it was interesting. It was interesting to see people that you liked all of a sudden were. It turns out they were Manhunters, but it was an interesting premise. It was a great way to bring a lot of heroes together and have them fight for a common cause. Millennium, week one.